Hi everyone, it's Michelle. I just wanted to share with you today my Bible journaling entry from Psalm chapter 13, verses 2 and 5. As you can see, I've already done some journaling on the right side, and basically this was a verse that I came across that really hit home for me. It says, "How long must I struggle with my thoughts, and every day have sorrow in my heart?" And as someone who struggles with depression and anxiety, among with other illnesses that I've got, it's just something that I really feel a lot of the time. And I just really connected with that verse. And I will get back to more of that in a second. I just wanted to let you know that I'm using Distress ink on the left-hand side there. And the color I'm using is called Vintage Photo. And the key to doing the Distress ink with the blending tool is small circular motions. And I'm also kind of going from inside to out so that I don't bring up the page and rip it or bend it. So you'll be surprised to know what I'm going to actually do in my Bible today. I'm going to actually journal. And I am going to write a letter to God, and I'm going to write a letter based on that other verse there on the other page, just about how I feel about depression and anxiety. And I find that with Bible journaling, we can get so caught up in the art and the drawing and the pictures and the colors and the supplies, and I'm not saying that that's bad or anything. God can really speak to us through that as well. But sometimes it's just great if we have a real connection with God by writing Him a little note or a letter. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm just writing to God based on how I'm feeling about my depression. And it's a pretty raw little letter. And I find that if we are just really vulnerable with God, sometimes He can really speak to us in the future when we come back and read something, even if it was discouraging at the time. We can see that God has come and brought us through that. And sometimes we can write something that is really encouraging and talk about a place in our life that is going really well and praise God for that. So it's always just a real blessing to be able to go back and read some of your thoughts or some of your prayers to God. As somebody that's journaled a lot in the past, I've just found that to be a real blessing. And even if it is something discouraging that you're reading, quite often God has brought you through it. So I just wanted to share a bit more about that verse that in the New Living Translation, verse 2 says, "How long must I struggle with anguish in my soul, with sorrow in my heart every day?" And then verse 5, which is just incredible, it says, "But I will trust in your unfailing love. I will rejoice because you have rescued me." And I just found that really encouraging that David, despite how much anguish he had in his soul and wrestling with his thoughts and sorrow, he was reminded that he should trust in God's steadfast love. And I just found that really, really encouraging. So I'm just going through now and adding the date. And then there's some pictures that you can see at the end of the final picture. And I hope you guys were encouraged by that today, just something a little different than normal. And if you have any questions or anything, please let me know. And I will see you guys again soon. Okay, take care and God bless.